Hey everyone, here we are, first video on this channel. We'll see how this goes. A little tutorial on how to draw from observation from photograph. I am drawing on a prepared panel. I gessoed, sanded, and I'm going to just draw today with a Prismacolor pencil. I want to show you the image while I draw, but I don't know if it's close enough. So go ahead and take a look at that image, and then let's start to draw, and hopefully you can see the drawing on there. I think you can. So the first thing about drawing from observation is just kind of getting your hand loose, not starting out too crazy serious with detail, but just making our marks here. To get the shape of the bird. I love these little wrens, how they just are so confident and hang out on the side of trees. And so we're always measuring. So I'm looking at the beak, and I'm looking at where the eye is. And all the different shapes and colors all the time. I'm just constantly finding my way. And willing to make mistakes and remeasure. We want to get the angles, and sometimes it's nice to draw straight lines to get the curve. So please feel free to give me some feedback on these videos. Totally new at this. I just realized that I could do a broadcast channel, and thought maybe this was a good way to do more personal tutorial videos. I just haven't been able to find the right community on YouTube. I really like my community on Instagram. So, and I know a lot of you have, I've been struggling because a lot of you are out of town and can't come to my classes. And maybe this is a way to get us started painting together. Okay, so already, like, I feel frustrated because the tail isn't going to be as long as I want. So I'm going to bring the tail down and bring the body down and bring...
Call from unknown.
Oh, I got a call on my... And then bring the whole face and the whole beak down. So we're just, and I don't mind it being very close to this edge over here because he or little she is hanging out right on the edge. So hopefully I can get that tail height. So the eye needs to come down. I don't even worry about erasing any of the marks. Remembering we're always looking at shapes, shape in the colors, mark making, measure lines. are all important to getting the proportions and everything accurate, or as accurate as we want for the purposes of describing this little bird. However we want to do it. If we want to exaggerate, we can, but first it's nice to get it pretty accurate. So the belly. So we got this little bird going on. Let's see. So this. Looks like chalk on here. Oh, I love chalk. I love chalkboards. I used to paint a lot with chalk pastel. Okay, so we kind of have an idea of the shape we want of this little guy. And we brought him down. We brought this belly down to be more accurate so we can have the tail be taller. So there we go. Now I think I'm going to quickly draw on with the paint. I'm only just going to do the beginnings of this painting for this video. So then if you would like to go find an image and prepare your panel and do all the things. Prepare your panel, sand it, gesso it, sand it. And then we'll come back and let's see, and paint it. The more I draw and the layers, is the more I learn about the image. So, but I try to keep it really loose so that so it's like you're drawing for the first time every time you do like a layer of drawing for the first time with more information every time, added information. So there's the beak. That eyeball is like right above that where the beak ends. Right there. And of course, it's going to be black. And then there's a shape of brown here, yellow, and then the wing. So that's a fun little shape. Okay. Right above this wing here is the body, and it's rounded here, dips, and the head is really pretty straight to the beak, like that. Just like that. There's a little bit more space above the eyeball, which I'll bring back out. The tail really is a lot longer, so if I was super sad about that, I could redraw the whole thing, and like draw the bird smaller to get the height of the tail right here. I'm okay about it. I like the shape under here. It's an important shape for me in the whole composition. So then we'll add in some big blocks of shadow and color. Around the eye. Try to get these blocked, some of these smaller paintings and these birds. It's fun to just kind of block some colors in, shapes. And you can be doing this in your sketchbooks. A lot of sketchbooks, people that have taken my sketchbook classes are interested in these tutorials. So sketchbook is a great option for these little bird sketches. I'll go over color. I need to probably share my palette with you and go over the colors that I'm using. This is a red brown. It's actually called just red brown that I'm using right now. It's been a favorite on my palette for the last couple of months. But okay, so we kind of have an idea of this little bird going on. Kind of have an image started. After these initial drawings, I slow down a little bit. And see how much detail I want to put in. To the image and what marks I want to leave. Do I want to leave some of these drawing marks, which I do sometimes in my paintings, which I think could be cool. I like some of these here. We'll just see how it goes. Let's see. Can I get the eyeball out of that blob of paint? Here we go. Constantly looking at the photo that I'm painting from. Measuring even when I'm painting the color in. I'm always checking back at my reference. And checking in with shapes, line, making some good marks here and there, deleting some of the drawing that wasn't correct, or that's, you know, like bugging me. So let's see. How far should we take it right this morning? Some of us only have a couple, maybe 30 minutes to paint or draw in our sketchbooks. So my idea for these is to do a quick, almost like a warm-up sketch and paint, so that we feel like it's doable in our busy lives. That we can actually just pick up the brush and do a quick sketch or painting, come back to it later, or not at all, just leave it as a quick sketch. Shadow here behind the wing. I want to So I don't know what this is looking like on video, but it's fun. It's fun. It's a fun little wren. I still kind of wish that tail was longer, but maybe I can manipulate that a little bit. With my palette knife here. Kind of delete that. Is a little big. That part of the body. Okay. So I do not plan to leave the background black. I like the scraping. I like the marks it makes with the palette knife. I hope you can see. That. Probably do a close up. Okay, so maybe this is far as we go. I don't know how long we've been videoing. That's kind of a good amount for a morning sketch. And if you have questions, I think you can DM me separately. But it doesn't go to like a group DM or anything. So just to give you an idea of the background, I will be doing I think when we revisit this little guy, I'll show you my palette and the colors. If you have questions, let me know. So we'll probably do that. Kind of, it's a white with some ivory black. And we'll just continue on with that and get more detailed tomorrow. We'll probably revisit this little bird tomorrow morning. So thanks for joining.